Let us get started. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. A little bright in here right now. I'm still adjusting. I have a whole set of lights coming, so there's more to do. Until then, just bear with me. Bear with me. Seated and no, standing and standing balance, dynamic and stationary, both. So start out with just this walking around thing like this. Bring the leg up, bring the arm up, opposite arm, opposite leg. Get into that. So you had the weekend off. You had Friday off unexpectedly. Sorry about that. That was like a last minute thing. I was not where I needed to be. My computer, all my equipment was just completely torn down yet. And it's like, this is never going to be back again in time for 1:30. So I apologize for that. All right. Hang on to the chair. Bring the leg up, right straight up. Other leg, toe, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, lined up. Everything's stacked. A little bend in the knee, foot flat on the floor. Bring that other leg up as much as is comfortable for you. Right now, just look. Knee, toe, hip, all in alignment on that other side as well. And back down. Again, bring it up. Don't lean into the chair. Use the chair as a brace, but not to hold you completely. It's an assist. Leg up and leg back down. So I will be leaving Friday for Utah and Arizona for a week or more. We're going to do some backpacking and some hiking. So I will not be around Friday or next week. Trista will send out videos for all the classes. One more time, bring that up. Each time you bring it up just a little bit higher and back down again. Let's go to the other side. Let's do the other side. Do the same thing. So just warming up that hip, knee, all of that working together. I want you to get a feel for that stationary leg. This is the key right here. It's that stationary side that you're holding everything in place. As you lift that leg up, everything's aligned, both sides, and back down again. So bring it up as high as it's comfortable for you for a little bit here, and then you can start just giving it a little nudge. Take the hand, lift just a little bit higher, and bring it back down again. Up. As you're doing this now, you start to get your balance. You're feeling a little better about this. Start taking that hand off the chair or just hovering above the chair, and then back down again. One more time. Up, up, up. Hold, and back down. Stationary balance, super important, but so is being able to balance as you walk. So let's go into just a forward and back. Same thing we just did, lifting that knee up slowly. Everything's in alignment. It's exactly the same as what we just did, except we're taking one leg and then the other and stop it. And then going back, keeping your position upright, posture straight up, step back and back, taking your time. So you're not going really quick, feet really low. Take your time, pick one foot up. Doesn't matter how high it comes up. Not for right now. It does matter, but lift and down, up. If you want to walk on uneven surfaces, you've got to be able to lift that leg up and balance on that single leg. As you move it, you'll be going faster, but if you can do it slow, you can do it fast. You'll be in much better position. All right, grab your chair. We're going to go around it. Around the chair. Same thing we just did. Slowly walking your way around. Not holding the chair if you can get away with it. Nice and slow. Lift the foot. Pick it up. Turn the heel to the outside. Toe to the inside. Walking slowly around the chair. Up and around. Other side. Taking your time. Trying really hard. Up and around. So the beauty of this, we're doing that circle, working the vestibular system, having to make rotations, working the core, balancing on that single leg. But the chair is always right here if you do need it. And step. Step. And again, we should go back the other way because it's that balancy thing. Everything one way, then the other. Back. Balance in all things. Step. Nice and slow. Take your time. Up and around. This is just a good exercise anytime you've got a chair. Anytime you've got a chair sitting and you're not doing anything, just walk around it a few times. Up on the balls of the feet, hands on the back of the chair. Again, not leaning into the chair. You're in an upright position. Knees are bent, feet flat on the floor, ball the foot to the heel. Shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, all stacked. And then just bring the heels up, keeping the ball of the foot on the floor all the way across, inside to out. So up, take your time back down. Don't have to go fast. You shouldn't go fast. You should take your time balancing on the balls of the feet. Feel the muscles working on the inside and the outside of the legs as you lift and pull that ball of the foot down so that it's flat. Feet want to drag out to the outside, kind of roll out. You have to pull them in and then down one more time. Bring it up. Again, keep yourself upright, little bend in the knees. Don't lock out. Keep that little bend in there and then bring it back down again, hanging on to the chair. We're going to go into a march from here. So holding on to the chair on the balls of the feet, lifting up, keeping the torso upright as you do that. Pick that foot up, keeping everything in alignment, working on agility. We're going to use this for more here in just a second. Just get a feel for lifting that leg up and up, balancing as much as you can on the balls of the feet. If you can get those heels up, if you can move with just the balls of the feet on the ground without falling over, you're in much better shape agility wise. If you do have to move quickly to the sides, but you can. All right, here we go. On the balls of the feet, around the chair. Hands right there. Pick it up and up. My heels and my calf muscles in the back of the lower leg are feeling this, holding that heel up. If you have any problems with this at all, hold on to the chair. I'd rather have you up on the balls of the feet than trying to balance with the feet flat on the floor. This is about getting up, up, up on a limited base on the bottom of that foot, other direction. So if you do get in a position where you don't have full foot coverage with the floor, it's okay. You've got that down. You got it covered. You know what to do. Opposite arm, opposite leg. And you're there and back down. Ooh, bring the toes up. Those calf muscles, yeah, they're a little tight right now. Stretch them out. Bring the toes up. Shoulder blades back. Get a nice stretch through that lower leg on the back side. Again, don't lean forward. Don't do crazy things with the knees. Just bring the toes right straight up. Keep yourself in alignment. And then toes back down. So getting movement through those ankles, getting some flexibility in there so we can lift that toe up. As you pick your foot up to go upstairs, when you walk, you don't want that toe dragging. You need to be able to pick that toe up. So we're working the muscles in the front of the shins, right there, front of the lower leg, to lift the toe up and stretching out the muscles in the back. So there's lots of free movement in that ankle. Up and back down. We are not going to go around the chair on the heels. That's way too hard. We're not going to do that. All right. Grab onto the chair, toe taps out to the side. So starting one side only, tap out and tap in. Keep your torso upright. Keep the hand on the chair only to keep your balance for right now, just if you need it. And out. What I want you to work on is not letting the hip roll out or not letting yourself lean the other way. Yourself. Try that again. Tap and in, out and in. So once I got this, once I'm stacked on top of that leg, I'm comfortable. I let go of the chair and let this leg do all the work. Core all the way down, glutes, hamstrings, thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, and foot. Everything stacked up, doing the job to keep me upright. Tap in, tap out, tap in, and tap out, and bring it back. You should feel some work being done in this stationary leg. We're going to take this outside leg one more time. Hand on the chair again, and just lift out to the side with the toe forward and bring it back in again. So you're upright, hips in, lift, and back down. All the work is over here to lift that leg out. The rest of the work, all the work is over here, holding that hip straight. If you don't tighten these muscles up, if you don't have the strength in the outside of that hip's just going to drop to the outside, putting you kind of in this weird angle. Notice the ankles, the knees, and the hips are all out of alignment. Every joint is in a different direction. You want that all stacked up so you've got full surface contact all the way around that joint, all the way up. Sharing the load, because sharing is caring. Sharing keeps you upright. Up to the side and bring it back. So there's so much going on in the stationary leg. When I first started teaching, this exercise was always about lifting that leg, making these muscles work on the outside of the hip, these abductor muscles that tighten up, glute muscles to lift that leg. But there is so much that we don't even talk about going on in that other leg that is so important. And it gets more tired. And that was one of the first things most people would tell me is that it's the other side that's tired. Yep, that's right. So you know it's working. Out and back. Other side. So again, here, you want to be really careful. If you can keep the hips aligned here, if you can strengthen them up, get them nice and strong, all these muscles around the hips, that's going to keep them stabilized. So you've got that nice straight alignment all the way down both sides when you walk. You don't have to think about bringing that hip in. The muscles are strong. It goes there automatically. Bring it down, bring it up. Toe is forward, heels out, and bring it in. So what you don't want is the toe out, kind of kicking out to the front, just going right out to the side. Feet are parallel, legs are parallel, up, squeeze it. Feel these muscles working on the outside of the outside and the outside of the inside. There's inside looking outside. Up, squeeze it, and back. So you really want to feel these muscles. It doesn't go very high. You're standing upright. You're lifting that leg out to the side. One last squeeze there to bring it up. And then back down one more time. Out. And back in. Again. Chair out of the way. You've used it. You know where we're going with this. We're going to step out to the side. And then bring it back in again. Out to the side. Other side. And bring it back. If you can, take that leg. I'm going to start with my right leg. Lift. And then set down. Weight shift over. So first thing you can do is weight shift over your stationary leg. Picking up that other leg. Lift. And then step out and down. If you want the chair, you could have it in front of you. I got it out of the way so you could see what I was doing. But work on this weight shift. So you're over this stationary leg. Other side comes up, working all those muscles, staying in alignment right here to be able to pick this other leg up. And then weight shift over, bring it down nice and slow. Ball the foot first, then the heel. Then on the other side, it's that nice smooth movement back up, down, knees bend, ankles bend, hips bend, all at the same time. Every one of those joints is working together to make that a soft landing as you come down, weight shifting over and coming back up again. And the slower you can do this, the more you're going to feel those muscles engage. So that when it does happen quickly, you've got the strength there to stop you where you need to be. But if you can do it nice and slow, practice these movements hardwired into the brain. Knees bend, down, weight shift, push up, lift, back over to the other side. Same thing, down, up, and back down, and push up. You can always tap the toe. If we do these weight shifts from side to side and you're not feeling comfortable, chair, or if you can, don't use the chair, use the toe as a kickstand to hold you in place, and then bring it back down again. Okay, so we went out to the outside. We're going to go crossbody. Working the abductors pulls that leg out. Working the adductors pulls that leg across to the inside. So these are those muscles on the inside of the hip, inside of the thigh. And then out, shift over to the other side, pick the foot up, bring it over. Remember, it's so important. Let me do it this way. I don't know. I'll just try it this way. Pick the leg up, lift over the other foot, and then tap the toe. Find your balance. This leg still is stationary, or the stationary leg still has a little bend in the foot or in the knee, puts flat on the ground, pick it up and bring it back. Other side, weight shift over, lift the leg, bring it across with you, tap, up and back, and down, up and over. Like that. And down, one more time each side, up and tap out, bring it back, last one, up, over, tap, and down. All right, we're going to get hoppy. Hoppy. It isn't like happy birthday if you're saying happy birthday to a rabbit, not that kind, but we're going to do this. That's a hop and bring it back. So first thing you're going to do, heel comes up, bringing that foot forward, just like we did before, but this time the back foot, as that front foot is touching, heel's coming down. You're pushing up on that back foot. So it's back and up, back. So you've got this time where the front heel is coming down, back heel's coming up, pushing off and coming forward, and the same going back. And then you start giving this little pop, little push off from the ball of the foot as you move up and back. And this, you start out slow and just take your time with this, get up in the air. That's the most important piece, not how far forward you can go, but being able to push up off that ball of the foot, staying upright. And that smooth movement we did from side to side, it's exactly the same here. As the heel's coming down, the knee is bending, the hips bending, so that you get that smooth drop and then to the back side, not stressing those joints out so that anytime you need to move like this, and this puts you in such a good place to walk an uneven footing where so many people are afraid to go because they're afraid they're going to fall. But if you can get up on the balls of the foot and make that little bounce whenever you have to, and up and back and up and back. All right. So now we're going to do what we've done, putting them together. First, we're going to go forward, step forward, pop off, and you're right there. That thing we did to the side, lift the foot up, bring it over, push off, and in. And now we hop back and over. So first, stabilize, stack, lift that leg out to the side, weight shift, ball the foot on, push off the ball of the foot on the other foot and bring it in. So if you can make it into just a little bit of a bounce on each one of these and back. It doesn't have to be big. It's just we stop bouncing. We absolutely stop bouncing. When we fall, we just drop. No, we don't fall. We bounce when we make our movements so that we know what we're doing, so that we can control all of this. So when we're in a position where we don't know what's happening to us, something happens, takes us out of our comfort zone quickly, brain's able to figure it out and adjust accordingly. And up. And this agility move is one of the more important ones you can do. Up is just being able to get up on the balls of the feet. All right, that was it. That was going around like that. Tap out forward, out, and bring it back. That's it. Out and back. So there's two things we do. We weight shift forward, bring that front leg out, and then bring it back. Or lift the leg up, tap, and bring it back. Each is necessary. If you start moving forward, every time you move forward, you want to go with your body. You want to keep yourself upright over your base of support, single leg. Now there's two legs down. You want to be in the middle. Same coming back, out and back. But if you start getting pushed forward, you need to be able to tap the toe right there, get your balance and bring it right back in again. The brain needs to be able to do this when it's necessary too, where it taps out and brings in, but you stay locked right over that stationary leg. These muscles are all so strong, they're holding you over your base of support and back because that leg's got to come right back in, out and in. So a forward lunge is that step forward, weight shift out, bring it back. Same to the side. What we did before, stepping out, stopping here. This knee has a little bit of a bend in it. This one's straight. Heel comes up and bring it back in. So it's forward and to the side, weight shift between and bring it back in, and then straight back and up. So we're going to do the same thing going back around. 6 o'clock first, step back and in, out to the side. Find your balance here, nice and stable before you move forward and back again. So the nice thing of this with this is we're always coming back to the middle. We've always got this place to rest. But we can make that a little more challenging with doing that foot out first and now going back at a diagonal to that 3 o'clock, up and over, and now back at a diagonal. So that diagonal is taking and rotating those, it wants to rotate those hips. You're keeping them strong. You're keeping them straight out in front of you, not having the time to come back to the middle, But if you have to lift that leg and all of a sudden you're pushed off to the side, you know how to get that body between the two legs to stabilize. Same if you're going from side to forward, because we don't always get the chance to bring it back to center all the time. All right, one more time. Forward, out to the side, back, 3 o'clock, and right up front. Other side, same thing. Start out, just tap and bring it back to center, out to the side, and in, back, and up, straight back, bring it to the middle. 3 o'clock, that's 9 o'clock. How I see it, and back again. I never know. It's that you see the mirror image and it's confuses me, because if it's a mirror and you're looking the other, I don't know. Anyway, all the way around without coming back to the middle. 12 o'clock. It's way too complicated for my brain. Out to the side, straight back to the 9, to the 12, and in. And my favorite, we're going to take step out, 12 o'clock, out to the side, 3, back to 6, bring it in, switch legs, back to 6, out to 9, up to 12, and in. Take it back, starting out with that left leg. Forward, to the side, straight back, into the middle, switch legs, step back, step out, step forward, and you're there. Diagonals. We didn't do diagonals yet. We're going to do diagonals now. Take leg up, rotate. Take that foot, turn it out, knee and toe, same direction. Knee stacks over the ankle and bring it back in. What you don't want is to kind of be out at a diagonal and the knee drop out to the side. You want that whole leg to pick up and turn. I'm exaggerating the movement, up and in. But if you can do that, stabilizing on that one leg, rotating the other hip, and then setting it down and bring it back, you're always going to be able to do this quickly without a problem. Out and back, out and back. Same thing. The 4 o'clock, pick it up, turn the heel out, and step up and back in. We haven't done clock lunges in forever. Up and out and in. Couple more. Pick the foot up. Heel comes up first, off the ball of the foot. Rotate the heel out, step it back, up, and back in. Other leg, starting out with 10 o'clock or over there, whatever your clock says that is. Up and back. If it's a two I's or an IV or whatever, an X, bring it around and back. See, we still know Roman numerals. There's no reason to need it, to know that, but we do. And back, up, turn it out, and back in, heel out, that same side, up, rotate the heel, step it back. Knee always points the same direction as the toes, and back in. So you're setting yourself up that no matter which way you move, you know how to get a solid base quickly. The brain knows how to do it. You don't have to think about it. So if you do trip, if you do get pushed, brain could go right there, stabilize you, and bring you back one more time. Back and up. Okay, now the fun stuff. 12 o'clock, right straight up front, starting with the right leg. Take it out and bring it back. At a diagonal, 2 o'clock, out and back, straight out to the side. Step and bring it back in. Lift the heel, pick the foot up, heel out to the 4 o'clock, bring it back into the middle, and back to 6, and up. Other leg, straight back, continue the way around the clock, and in, up, back, heel out, knee and toe, same directions. Each knee follows toe, out to the side, and back, up and out. Push it back, bring it in, and step right straight up front. And back in, single leg, This is my absolute favorite. This one we do very, very seldom anymore. In-person classes, we did this a lot. Okay, we're going to go 12 o'clock, right straight up front. And back 2 o'clock. Solid, right there. Up and back, out to the side. Side lunge, bring it in. Reverse diagonal. And then straight back. Taking that same leg, you're going to pick it up, cross behind, heel out, and then bring it back in again. So let's do that one again, just that one. Up and around, so the heel's pointing out at the 7. Bring it up and back in. Up and over, step, bring it back, up, rotate, tap that toe in the 10, bring it back and in, and then straight forward. And going back with the other leg. 12 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9, right straight out to the side. And back, heel comes up, out, step back, and in, and then right straight back at 6 o'clock. And now the fun ones, these are the ones I enjoy. Up, heel around, tapping back like you're doing a skater, and bring it back in, up and across, back, diagonal forward, opposite side, bring it back, tap, drink water, because it's hot and you deserve a drink today. You deserve a break today. So for some reason, according to that clock right there, we haven't even started yet. So we still have another hour and 10 minutes to go on that clock. I'm not sure what happened there. All right.
Is there any way you could turn your volume up, Ron?
How low is it for all you guys? Denise?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Let's see what I can do here. Audio settings. Don't have a whole lot left. Oh, wait. Hold on. Nope, that's already all the way up. Let's try. I got to mute you for a second to hear.
Ron, I don't want to take away from the class time. Maybe afterwards.
I left it on mute. Let's see what else I can try here.
Well, I don't know if you're just really close, but it's much better now.
Okay. But is it better or good?
Well, go back to your position. That sometimes it's a position thing or how close you are.
Oh, wait. So it's not coming from my mic anymore? Am I coming out of there? Hold on. That's my problem.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I didn't want to presume.
Hold on. Hold on. Just give me a second. Back to here. Back to here. Nope. Huh. Ay. Everything is as it should be. Let me do one.
That's okay. I have my volume turned up. I just couldn't, the volume seems different than prior classes. I didn't know if you were going through your mic or your computer.
Huh. Okay. Well, if you guys can't hear me, that's a problem.
Ron, it's really better now. Whatever you did before, I don't know if you were going through the computer versus your headphones, but it's better now for me.
Okay.
Whatever you did. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Where are we at? Hold on. Hold on. Let me think. Got it. Got it. We're going to take up. We're going to do the same thing we did before. The whole time we've done this up to this point, we stayed forward. Hips were always pointed forward. We're going to take the hips out now. So we're going to step out to the side with the rotation. So as you pick the foot up, turn it to the outside, roll with that hip, bring the heel up, bring the toe up, and bring it back. That shift in the hips on a single leg, hardest thing I do is on that single leg, being able to lift, rotate, and then set down. Up, back, and in. Same to the other side. So we step up, out to the side with the hip rotation with it, and bring it back. So what normally happens here is if your torso starts to rotate, your leg's going around, it takes the torso with it. All of a sudden, your momentum is rotating you out to the side, taking that other leg and is going to bring it right with it. What you want is strength right here in the stationary leg so that as you pick this up, you can turn the torso, you can follow that leg out, and then you can bring it back and bring it in again. So go from one side up and out, bring it back to the other side, out. But take your time as you do this, concentrating on heel comes up, ball of the foot, rotate. Heel touches first, then the ball of the foot. Lift the toe, in and back, up, around with that rotation, and back in again. We take the arms with it this time. So this time as you make that rotation, leg up, turn, take that arm and bring it out with you, adding extra momentum to that rotation. So this is a modification of that same movement, just really working on out, stop, in, and back. One more time, same side, up, arm out, rotate, and bring it back. The focus is the stationary leg. That's the one that's doing the work. Other side, up, rotate, arm out, back, and in. And then you continue to make this a little more challenging by taking that arm and sweep it out to the side and then bring it back in again. So now you've got this weight and momentum all going off to the side, turning the upper body, shoulders and everything, and then bring it all back to center again without falling over. It's a strength exercise. It's a balance exercise. It's a strength exercise for that stationary leg, inside of the hip, outside of the thigh, and back in one more time. Up and out, up, whoa, and bring it back in. It is always good to keep practicing that one because you never know when you're going to need it. Forward and back. Stagger step right here. Going into knee over the ankle on the front leg, knee right straight down, toe pointing in the same direction as the knee, hips and shoulders, same place. Just bring up that heel and take it back down. So starting out up and back down. And what we're going to do is just lift that if you can, up off the floor and then coming back down. Chair may need to be in front of you right here. I have my bottle there. It's going to tip over. Right there. Got that? And we go up and back down. And this makes it a little more challenging. If you throw the arms out at the same time that you lean into that front leg and back down, what you're concentrating on is that stationary leg and not letting that knee go out forward and leaning out past. So what you're doing is you're just pushing off that back leg, finding your balance right here, and then bringing it back down again. And back. So the next place we go with that is arms forward, reaching out, lifting that back foot off the floor. Hold. and then back down again. So it's weight shift forward, hold right there, and bring it back down. Take your time with this. Again, if you go fast and just come back, there's nothing to this. All you're doing is weight shifting and bring it all back again. You're not making those muscles do the work to hold you in place, strengthening them up and back. So if something does push you from the back, right now you're able to take all that strength that you're creating and bring yourself back to stable in the middle. Other side, same thing. Starting out with just that rocking horse, up and back down. Heel up on that back foot. Practice that soft movements too. That knee is bending. As you lift, hip, knee, ankle, everything's pulling up. And then back down nice and smooth. Up. The smoother you can make these movements, the more you're working those fine motor muscles. Up. And back down. Up. You start extending the arms out as you do that. And bring them back. Up. Hold. And back again. Again, great ones to try right next to a wall. So if you need to, you can just kind of lean into that wall just a little bit. But try it without actually touching it, just being right next to it. Out and back. You're going to feel much more secure when you've got something like that near you. So start walking away from it, because there's also that comfort that comes from knowing there's a wall right there. You're not going to have that wall there when you're out in the real world. So start working your way away from it a little at a time, and then becoming comfortable with just you, not that the wall's there, but just that you're strong enough to be able to do it. Side to side, same thing. Get wide, just that weight shift to the side, up and up. We're going to bring this leg up. Stationary leg, stay right there. And back down. Again, notice the smoothness. Up. Every joint is moving together to get you right here so that you're stationary with a single leg, and back down. And then little by little, you start reaching out to the side. Makes it a lot tougher. And back in again. Reach. And back. Both arms. Make it a little harder yet. And bring it back. Same on the other side. Same as it ever was. Watching the days go by. All right. Up. Heel up for right now. Just get that weight shift. Feel your way into it. You can stop. Come back. Push. And now you can start giving yourself a little extra toe up. Staying right there. And back down. So it's not actually additional push. All you're doing is you're using the same amount of push you used right here, except now you're just bringing that toe up off the floor and making this side do all the work and bring you back. And then you start leaning out and back, out and back. The other thing you can do on this, a good way to practice getting into this, is arm out to the side and just lift the leg up. Practicing just that single leg stance with weight going in both directions. And then you can start a little bit at a time, pushing up, and you get wider and wider, bring that leg up higher and higher. It's a progression. The stronger you are, the more you're going to be able to open that up. And just challenge yourself at all times, but remaining safe. Safe. Sit down. No, don't sit down. Grab onto the back of your chair. I had the wrong cool down. Step away from the chair, push the butt out, and stretch the hamstrings. Right back there, back of the thighs. Just lay into it. Stretch out the lower back. Pushing up through the arms, roll the shoulder blades up, step into the chair, drive it up, roll the shoulder blades back. One more time, step it back, fall right straight down, using the arms to hold the shoulder blades up, keeping the spine in neutral position, no movement through the neck, and then back into the chair and push yourself up, shake that out, toe up, excuse me. Little bend in the knee. So knee, toe, all lined up. Knee is right over the ankle on this one. And then you're doing that hip hinge coming down, pushing the butt back, not pushing the knee forward, but the butt back. And then feel the muscles stretching in the back of the lower leg. We worked the calf muscles hard. We put a lot of work into the being on the balls of the feet. Every time we used a kickstand, which was for every move we did, except those first two. Those calf muscles were heavily engaged. Other side, same thing. Little bend in the knee, toe up, shoulders right straight down. You're bringing your chest right down on that foot. Everything stays straight, butt goes right straight back. So you're not leaning into it. You're not rotating like you're going to try to touch that toe. It is just introducing yourself right down to that toe, looking at it, realizing I have to clean my white shoes because there's like coffee stains on them. I have coffee stains on everything. And down, back up. I cannot wear white clothes. I get them filthy. All right. Done that since I was a kid. Through adulthood, now into extra adulthood, I guess they call that. Are we an extra adult? Adult overtime? Legs apart. Knees out, toes out, hands on the thighs. Shoulder blades are back. Good back stretch. Always love it. Inner thighs are getting it as well. Hamstrings and glutes, you're going to feel through the butt, going through the back of the legs. And deep breath in. Exhale, fall just a little bit deeper into it. And then using the palm of the hands, push up through, bringing the shoulders back until you're upright seated. Shake that out. Walk the feet in. We're going to bring yourselves down on top of the thighs. Hands underneath. Grab on underneath as much as you can. Get down underneath those thighs. Have yourself out on the edge of the chair. Lay down on top of it. Force the air out of the lungs by squeezing onto the back of the thighs. All the air out. And then bring the arms out to the side. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest out. We're going to come up over the top and do a side bend. So arms up right on top. Fingers intertwined, palms away. Ear on the inside of that upper arm. And stretch it out. Deep breath in. Exhale back up to the center. Back down on top of the thighs. Bring yourself down on top. Squeeze. And one more time. Back. Hands come up over the top. Fingers intertwined. Pushing the palms away. Getting the stretch through the wrists, through the fingers. All the way up the arms, through the shoulders. And now a side bend. Right straight out the side. Don't let yourself lean to that side. Just a side bend from the hips up. That cheek never leaves the chair. Cheek and chair always stay combined. Back up on top. Bring the arms down. We're going into a rotation. Right hand on the outside of the left knee. Shoulder blades back. Rotate through the shoulder. Bring it around. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming around to the other side. Same thing. Left hand on the outside of the right knee. Shoulder blades back. Chest is out. Take that front hand. Stabilize that front shoulder. Back shoulder does the work. Does the rotation. Comes around. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bringing it back to center. Shake that out. All right. Here we go. Last one. Down. Up over the top. Deep breath in through the nose. Force the stomach out. That's the first time I've done that today. I felt that. Exhale. I get dizzy every time I do that. First time for the day. Hard exhale. When those lower lungs open up and get that oxygen into the bloodstream, it's like, whoa. Okay, shake that out. Thank you guys for being here. Sorry about the sound problems. I'll see what I can do. I'll work on it this week. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you.